Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to another live stream. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. Happy Thursday, everyone. Quick notification shout out goes to my dear sister Pat W. Big up yourself, sis Pat W. Member shout out goes to Angela and Yvonne Wallace. You too can be a member of the Isabel Rose movement. Only a small fee per month to be a member of the Isabel Rose movement, where you get your badges beside your name, stars, and all. Now to the main topics at hand. We have quite a few stuff to discuss this morning. And as you can see on our screen right now is the Minister of Constitution and Legal Affairs. And she sat in our parliament yesterday at the Constitutional Reform Committee, and they basically discussed as it pertains to the whole reform and road to republic for Jamaica. And what stuck out, or what has been circulating on social media right now, is that they're saying that our election is not constitutionally due this September. And she's saying that is only when, or the time when, they had the first sitting of parliament after a general election. And me want to know, when was that first sitting? Me never go do no research on that aspect. But I see where these so-called leaders and lawmakers want to use the constitution when it suits them. As well, coming up on the agenda, we're seeing Dr. Elon Thompson run out and basically criticizing. He's also a government senator, criticizing or accusing Dawes of being partisan in the whole KPH criticism. And the whole tariff laid out via the US president as it relates to other countries and even Jamaicans and the Caribbeans. Now, kicking off the first segment, we're going to start it off yes, with Marlene Malahoo Ford, who is said to be spearheading our constitution reform. And I don't know what she's implying when she's saying that our election is not constitutionally due September. Don't mind the delayed a bit. Trust and believe, ABR family, I am very sleepy right now, but when I seen this, I said I had to come and do a live to make you know what I'm going. Now, me about to play that piece of clipping so you can see what I'm going. Because this no spell sense to me. This no make no sense to me. But hear what she's saying. As you come up on the live, please to like and share with the live, ABR family.
On that point, I hear it often said that the elections are due by September. That is not constitutionally correct. What the Constitution provides for is an outer life for the date of Parliament, and that is 5 years, and the life of the Parliament commences on the first sitting of the Parliament after general elections, not when the general elections are held, because we know that the electoral laws require formalities to be complied with about counting, and sometimes space has to be given for recounts, judicial recounts. So it's important for all Jamaicans to understand that the life of the parliament is not fixed because we do not have fixed date elections, but the outer life of the parliament is 5 years. And if elections are not called sooner, the parliament automatically dissolves on the 5th anniversary after its first sitting. And then the Constitution also provides for the holding of elections within 3 months of the Parliament being dissolved. And that is settled at Section 6T 4 of the Constitution. Section 64 1 says that the Governor General may at any time, by proclamation published in the Gazette, prorogue or dissolve Parliament. Subsection 2 provides that subject to the provisions of subsection 3 of this section, Parliament, unless sooner dissolved, shall continue for 5 years from the date of its first sitting after any dissolution, and shall then stand dissolved. Subsection 3. At any time when Jamaica is at war, Parliament may from time to time extend the period of 5 years specified in subsection 2 of this section, but not more than 12 months at a time, provided that the life of Parliament shall not be extended under this subsection for more than 2 years. Says subsection 4 says, if between a dissolution of Parliament and the next ensuing general election of members of the House of Representatives, an emergency arises of such a nature that in the opinion of the Prime Minister it is necessary for the two houses or either of them to be summoned before that a general election can be held, the Governor General may, by proclamation published in the Gazette, summon the two houses of the preceding Parliament, and that Parliament shall thereupon be deemed, except for the purposes of Section 65, not to have been dissolved, but shall be deemed, except, as said, to be dissolved on the date on which the polls are held in the next ensuing elections. And it indicates that in the exercise of his powers under this section, the Governor General shall act in accordance with the advice to the Prime Minister, provided that if the House of Representatives, by a resolution which has received the affirmative vote of a majority of all the members thereof, has resolved that it has no confidence in the government, the Governor General shall, by proclamation published in the Gazette, dissolve Parliament. So it provides for the dissolution of Parliament where there is a no confidence vote. And elections have to be held within 3 months after the Parliament is dissolved. All right. So that's the specific learning for members of the public today about the holding of elections. And I hope that members of the media who repeatedly report that elections are due by a particular time would take note of the provisions. Of course, we know that the elections may be called at any time.
So she's coming now to talk about education for the public when she's spearheading our constitution reform and not many or not much public education. A whole heap of people still don't know what the constitution is. Isn't that our role to get the people of Jamaica more abreast with what is going on? she's coming out to talking about education and educating the media and educating the public on when this general election is constitutionally due. When the very same Prime Minister promised the people in his first 100 days that he would have had fixed election dates. As Miriam stated in the live chat, in 2020, they didn't do that when there was a height of pandemic. And him say, him call election. And after he went through hills and valleys in the height of the pandemic, him turn around and charge the people 200,000 for not wearing a mask. And them go for the old people them where them are ridicule now and I talk about the sick, the lame and the lazy. Them go for them in a them house and bring them out for vote. And after him say no for turn on the yard. Not knowing where the meal a come from, they didn't provide any relief for the people so to speak. The few people them will get the 10,000 where them send through remittance, where them still ending up take tax out, didn't make a difference. And me gonna run back the tape so they can hear what he had promised in the first 100 days. No impeachment in this constitution reform. No fixed election dates. But she's coming out to tell us about our general election not being constitutionally due in September, but after the first sitting of Parliament. What is this Governor General doing? We're following the trend. Them call it, it was called a year before in many instances. One was held 2012, a general election was held. Then 2016 we had one. 2020 we had one. You should have called our general election from 2024, but I don't know where this man here hold on pan Jamaica like Jamaica will out to him and him friends and him come below and him families. In my whole way, I've been saying this over and over on many lives, on many other videos that I've uploaded. Why is it left to one person to hold our election date up to them heart? This Prime Minister will have so much clouds hanging over his head, 28 bank accounts, he cannot explain his riches. Uncertified for 4 years and counting, and he's still holding our election dates close to his heart. And this minister who is spearheading us to go towards republic, them alone must not do it. When they cannot put the things that the people want, when they cannot put the things that the opposition are requesting that the people wants. We want fairness across the board. We don't want one set of people to draft up a constitution and let the constitution only be for the people and not for the powers that be. It cannot be. The constitution governs all, not just the people, and the people don't have any say. The opposition does not have any say. What is she even talking about? They want to come and use the constitution when it suits them, but they are the government that breaks our constitution. If they could have broken it daily, they would have. But listen to the Prime Minister where drown out on a house in the height of a pandemic. So could it be that they're planning some kind of man-made disaster or war to put off elections? This cannot be, and we will not stand for this. We're not going to sit down and roll over and continue to let this government do as they please, and we the people who elect them, we the people who they are working for, has no say. It cannot work. This time around, it cannot work. Me I go see if we not go constantly sit down and let them promise us and let them do what they please. Here is what this current Prime Minister, who was given a second term via a 30% voter turnout. And I'm imploring each and every one that we cannot sit down this time around and let 20 odd and 30 odd percent decide who governs our country. We don't want nobody who is going to come and break our constitution. We don't want nobody who is going to take away our democratic right, or to come and to force on some type of dictatorship on us, and to silence us and to muzzle us. And when they're doing the things that are not sitting well with us, we cannot speak, we cannot say anything. We have to keep quiet. It cannot work. That will not work.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days for fixed election date, still await for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say, none of your promises are fulfilled yet, boss. So there you are.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament.
Where is that impeachment proceedings? Where is the first 100 days of fixed election date? This Prime Minister has been doing over 3,000 odd days when we check up this 9 years here. And this we're going to constantly settle for, Jamaican people, well-thinking Jamaicans. This is what we're going to constantly settle for. He's talking about we must not let anyone promise us and then throw on pies upon we. So when him promise we fix election dates and impeachment legislation, and after 100 days, after so many days in office, 3,000 odd days in office, and a pies him throw on upon we. When they're trying to muzzle us, breaking our constitution, laws daily, and when it's broken by the average man, he's imprisoned, he's jailed. And a pies him throw upon we. When them don't look out for farmers, there's no food security in our country. And a pies him throw upon we when him have 28 bank account and cannot explain his wealth. And a pies him throw upon we when he's uncertified. And according to the law, all public officials must, who is working over 3.5 million per year, must fill out a statutory declaration. And a pies him throw upon we when they take 300 and 200 odd percent increase on their salary and give the average man a measly 1,000 since of lately. That don't even take effect yet. Coming June 1st, $1,000 is added on to the minimum wage, making it 16,000 coming June 1st of this year. And a poison, and a bitter medicine he give us when they have so much corruption hanging over their head, when he cannot come and speak on the issue of corruption. But yet still, when Portia Simpson Miller was the Prime Minister, he had all kinds of things to say. Jamaican people, time come. Time come to get leaders who we can hold to an account. Time come to get leaders with integrity. Time come to get leaders who can sign an Integrity Commission Code of Conduct. Time come to get leaders who are willing to give the information to our anti-watchdog body. Time come for policies and plans that benefits all and not some in the upper echelon of society. Time come for better health care. We see what is going on in our healthcare system. We see the mole taking over the Kingston Public Hospital. And that is the main hospital in the Kingston and St. Andrew area. The hospital that takes the most transfers wherever in the country you are or wherever in the island you are. Some of the best doctors work there, but when you don't have the resources to work with, what can you do? The healthcare system all around is rapidly deteriorating. It's a crisis, as Dr. Alfred Dawes stated. And because he came out to highlight what is going on, they're moving and shifting patients from other areas in the very same facility where the mole is taking over. I want to expect the people them to get better. How can that be? Them really expect the people them to get better? And now Dr. Dawes came out and he spoke on the issue only for this government senator to come in afterwards, stating that Dawes is playing politics. Can you imagine? Coming out to say that Dawes is playing politics.
It is unfortunate that Dr. Dawes displayed political opportunism and partisanship during the PMP media conference on Tuesday. His partisan rhetoric has no place when discussing matters concerning healthcare. I am advised that the operating theatre at the Kingston Public Hospital will be back up in operation in short order. A problem was recognized and the Christopherton-led health ministry must be credited with moving to fix it. Unlike the former PMP government, the Jamaica Labour Party administration is not into the business of hiding challenges associated with our healthcare system. Dawes should remember it was he who, when the PMP was in office, bemoaned the terrible state of the system and inaction by the PMP. He complained about issues including the garbage bags that were being used for substitute gowns. If he's being honest, Dawes must recognize that the government has invested heavily in upgrading infrastructure, availability of equipment, and service delivery. There is much work to be done, but some positives have been achieved. Dawes should show great objectivity and desist from using the healthcare system to score political points. Jamaica deserves better.
He's highlighting even back in a PNP-led government where Dawes spoke about, the usage of garbage bags. And that goes to show that Dawes isn't partisan as he's speaking. Whosoever government is in power, Dawes is willing to stand up. Is willing to stand up and ensure that resources are there for healthcare workers to use. That is what that is showing me. But he's running out to saying that Dawes is being political, so to speak, with what is taking place in the Kingston Public Hospital. How is that political? And so we're seeing Dawes responding to him. He's saying that this government has invested heavily into equipments and resources. How so? Jamaican people, are you seeing that in the health facilities when you go there? That's what I want to know. Blessings, all moderators. Big up yourself, Mr. Jeffrey from Make We Talk, ABR family and viewers. go and support all the other social media warriors who are standing and fighting for the cause, fighting for the Jamaica that we all deserve and would love to return to. A whole heap of residents, they all over in the diaspora would love to go home. They have their houses in Jamaica and would love to return to our beautiful island. And so we were out here upon the battlefield. We're fighting not just for a party, but we're fighting for good governance, and we're fighting on behalf of the entire Jamaican and the well-thinking and good Jamaican people. And so Dawes responded in a comment and said, I pray that when I'm in government, I do not become an Elon because I feel the need to sing for my supper. Lord, I pledge that I will not change and sell out my colleagues and the patients they care for when I know the truth has to cross they bear. I will continue to fight for better health care in whatever capacity that you may place me, as I have done, irrespective of which party is in power. And I said that earlier. So irrespective of whichever party is in power, is willing to come out and speak the truth. And that is what I respect a Dr. Alfred Dawes for. Enough of them, only because them they are the top of the chain and them in the hierarchy position, they don't care about the average man. What kind of investing heavily in our healthcare and resources that he's talking about and equipment? Oh, I must see the $30 million drill, surgical drill, where Dawes highlighted that they paid for when they could have gotten it for $5 million. So we know how that $30 million story they go. We don't want an eyeglass to see it. We can read between the lines. I would love to come on your program, Make We Talk, Jeffrey. I would love to. CT scan not available in all our hospitals, and when we see a Mark Golding rolling out that the next People's National Party government under his leadership, there would be a CT scan in every parish. And it's something that we look forward to. When we have victims in accidents and money have to be chomping up, that look right? That sound right when money have to be chomping up when the people them in an emergency situation needs to get a CT scan done to assess what is going on internally so that the doctors can visualize what is going on. And we're learning that at the big Cornwall Regional Hospital, we are taking much billions to refurbish. Might as well then they just tear down the whole structure and build a brand new hospital. More than half, $20 billion later, and that project is still incomplete. Our cancer patients, my father passed away from cancer. I witnessed as a midwife working in the healthcare system in Jamaica. I witnessed what the patients go through with cancer, let alone what my father went through, and I was there with him every step of the way until the last. I seen firsthand what that is like, and not having the resources for them to get their scans. They're talking about a battery. So who buys a CT scan machine and knows say it can break down and does not have a backup battery? Make that make sense. But yet still, Jamaican people, yet still ABR family, I want you to look at this. Or let alone, I want you to listen to this before I pull up the information. Listen to this.
Is the ministry's real priority to safeguard the lives of the Jamaican citizens? Where is the Minister of Health in all of this? Is he at sea searching for replacements for the Cuban doctors whose terms have expired? Where is the Minister of Health at this time? We have a copy of his particulars. It's not our practice to make these public, but we believe in transparency and accountability, and we know the Minister of Public Relations, apologies, the Minister of Public Health and Wellness, Mr. Tufton, will come to the public with his own spin on this. What has been brought to our attention is that he's somewhere in Asia, somewhere in India, Dubai, Manila, Hong Kong, Delhi, New York, somewhere along that trip. Doing what? We don't know. Could it be that he's searching for replacements for the Cuban doctors who've served Jamaica well over the multiple years? Could it be that he's on a personal trip? We are not sure. We also do not know if it is a taxpayer that is paying for this $3.3 million trip. But we hope that when he gets back home safely, he will alert the country as to the nature of his trip. Our healthcare system is stretched to a breaking point, and the government is not moving apace with urgency or the focus that the moment requires. With operating rooms shut, wards compromised, and basic medical tools out of reach, can we honestly say that an expensive trip overseas right now should be the priority of the Minister and the leadership at the Ministry of Health? These are questions of priorities, of leadership and responsibility to the Jamaican people.
Most definitely. What is the minister doing all over the place? And we're having crises, medical crisis in our country. And I'm about to pull up the documents of his trip right here. Come to find out, it is indeed the tax-paying coffers that paid for his $3.3 million trip. And for sure you how them a play upon the minds of the Jamaican people. All of his trips in between are business class trip, first class trip. But when he left Jamaica, he went on economy. And when he's coming back to Jamaica, so the first flight and the last flight to Jamaica, he flew economy. So who them really are trying to fool? Who are they trying to fool? See it here, ABR family fool yourself. See there? All the other flights. This is from New York to Dubai. First class. From Dubai to Manila. First class. From Manila to Hong Kong. Him reach all of Hong Kong. First class. From Hong Kong to Delhi. Mighty God. First class. From Delhi to Hong Kong again. First class. From Hong Kong to Dubai. Mighty God. And when me I go travel so? Dubai to New York, first class. And then when him a left from New York, come back to Jamaica and fly economy. What kind of people them here? How them a try for fool? Our tax-paying dollars. See there? The amount business class fare is approximately 3.3 million Jamaican dollars. Eh? I make me go into the exact figure. 3,328,095 dollars Jamaican. The man there Hong Kong, the man there Delhi, the man there all over the world. Look like it's a tour him go on. Because what is happening right now in Jamaica, them now remedy the problems. They're throwing blame left, right, and center all over the place. Unbelievable. This is what our taxpaying dollars is doing. And our patients does not have equipment in the hospital for the healthcare workers. It must be that they're looking for recruits to come and replace. Because if the other day they're saying that nursing students leave school, supposed to in the professional world now, and they can't get job, they can't find job, but yet still our government is willing to send the minister all over the place to recruit. And most nurses them are look for care back in the country. They're sending away the Cubans who have been working with us for decades upon decades, who have served us well. A whole heap of our elders them can see now because they get the little surgery for scrape off the cataract off of their eye. A whole heap of them grateful. Quite a few of them reach out to me. My grandmother was one of those people. And she's grateful up to today. And they still has not come out to let the Jamaican people know what is going on as it relates to the Cuban doctors and nurses. What stance are they taking? But we're seeing it when we're seeing them sending some of them away and talking about memorandum of understanding has expired. Why under this government we are here say memorandum of understanding has expired? And we never hear it, we never heard it from before. But this is what is happening. People willing to sing for them supper and not fight for the cause and not fight for the Jamaican people. Doctor such as Elon is willing to sing for his supper and to sell out his colleagues. Sell out his colleagues and the patients that they supposedly serve. But I'm going to let you hear from another doctor, another real doctor, Dayton Campbell, on this very same issue that is plaguing KPH.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. As a medical doctor, I must speak plainly. What's happening at the Kingston Public Hospital is a public health emergency. 18 out of 20 areas tested at KPH showed dangerously high levels of mold on walls, ceilings, and even in the air patients and staff are breathing. Operating theatres have been shut down, surgeries delayed, and both healthcare workers and patients are being forced to operate in a facility that poses serious health risk. Let me be clear. More like this can trigger asthma, cause infections, and severely impact those who are already vulnerable. This is not just a building issue. It is a life issue. It's a leadership issue. How can the government stay silent when Jamaica's largest public hospital is literally falling apart? The People's National Party is calling for immediate action, full remediation of all affected areas, a national hospital audit, and a proper plan to protect the people who protect us, our doctors, nurses, and also the patients. We also demand answers. Who knew and why was nothing done? This is about lives, and the time for excuses is over. We stand with Dr. Alfred Dawes in demanding accountability and urgent action. Jamaica deserves better.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check.
The Jamaican people deserve better. Uno have to vote for that better. Uno have to vote for leaders that will represent uno. Right? What is the main purpose and reason why the U.S. State of Secretary came to our island? That is still left in the air. That is still unknown to our Jamaican people. But yet still, we learned yesterday that the President of the United States of America has imposed a whole heap of tariff. He calls it the reciprocal tariffs. See, the tariffs for all countries, including Jamaica. Jamaica has a 10%. So what does this really mean for Jamaica? When them not look out for farmers, them. We have to go back to the saying that Manley said we have to grow where we eat and eat where we grow. We have to grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Tariff in some other countries climbing as far as 50%. So at this, Rubio came to Jamaica for. I would love to hear from y'all, my ABR family. I would love to hear from y'all. Blessings to everyone who has supported the channel, who is a part of the live chat and giving your input. For the silent watchers, bless upon yourself. I'm about to open the phone lines. I would love to hear what y'all think of this 10% reciprocal tariff that the US has imposed on Jamaica. Let me go ahead and pin the number. It's a WhatsApp call only. The number is at the top of the live chat. Anybody wants to call in, share your insight on all that I've outlined in this live video. I really want to hear from y'all. 10%. 10%. Outer Many says the Jamaican people need to wake up. They must sleep too long. My God. They must sleep too long.
Out! Whoa! Yo, 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 yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Mighty God. Take out somebody, man or woman.
How where they come from? Send me back, send me back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from. Send me back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send me back. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse, yeah, reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse, reverse the order over Jamaica, reverse the curse, mighty God, reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden host, if a the prime minister,
if a the prime minister, send him back. And many would ask, what is this tariff? A tariff is a tax imposed by a government on goods imported from another country. So it's a tax. So when we see the America imposing this 10% on Jamaica, whatever is leaving from Jamaica to come to America, there would be a 10% tax affixed to that. And so I'd love to see the Jamaicans them who did run out and voted for this president here. We say them a vote for better food prices and this and that. And what they will learn say them claim to say 100,000 egg stolen out of a trailer. And egg prices skyrocketed. Egg prices skyrocketed. I remember in a place here, God bless the little backyard space you have in your house, at your house or whatever. You can't even rear animals too tough in a place here. And so when me see them sell all one little tray of egg for $8, $9, $10, sometimes I buy, sometimes I don't even look. So whatever is leaving from Jamaica to come here, and vice versa, is at 10%. And so things are gonna raise. Food products are gonna raise. Serious times ahead, ABR family and fellow Jamaicans. Very serious times ahead. What says y'all? The phone lines are open. It's 954-288-6467. Y'all can WhatsApp call. Share your take on all of this. Let me hear how you really feel. Let me hear what you're saying. I want to hear from you, ABR family and viewers. The number is at the top of the live chat. Don't leave me alone for talk on these issues. I want to hear from you, well-thinking Jamaicans. I see you says it's eggflation. Mighty God. Eggflation. What will our people do with this 16,000 per week per 40-hour work week coming June 1st? What can $16,000 really do? Maybe I should have somebody pack a basket or maybe a plastic bag Because at one point we'd seen where Andrew Holness, when he was the opposition, he packed a basket and he brought to Parliament and said what the minimum wage at that time could do. No, we can't even buy the basket. We could probably just buy a plastic bag. Hold on for me. Blessed morning, my caller. You're live on the ABR show.
Good morning, Anissa, and good morning to all the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak a little about this tariff that Donald Trump signed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And people in Jamaica don't understand how this can badly affect us.
Mm-hmm.
And they better brace themselves for the worst to come. Because this is not a joking matter. This is a serious matter. And Jeffrey can tell Jeffrey Tavares can back me know say when they talk about 10% tariff, in the end they say in the end it's like you look on a 35% increase on goods and items.
Mighty God.
It not stop the same.
Mm-hmm.
So people might hear and think that boy, that means our things them to go into the US, If you used to pay $10, you gotta pay about $20, $25 fee,
Mm-hmm. Go and talk to the people, I'm coming. Go and talk. They're listening.
People must understand this is not joking matter, and Jamaica and this government that come out and try to address the country about this, because this is an emergency, It's like it's a state of emergency, And up to now, this government hasn't come out and speak nothing about this tariff that the US has put on us, And Marco Rubio come to Jamaica visit, and him gone back to the US. We see Cuban leaving, and we see all kind of things happening, and none of the government ever come out and say to us, Jamaicans, this is what's taking place. This is what the US embargoes on us. So, and this is what we plan to do. And there's no action. Them don't tell nobody nothing. The Minister of Health leave and fly out, gone out. Him not safe and nurse or doctors or whatever, but nobody don't know nothing. I would just all up in the black. Then what kind of country is this? This is not a banana republic government. Just get up and fly out. At least when Portia Simpson was leaving, she explained to the country that she's going to this and she's going to that and she's going to it. And she explained to the country.
So true.
Okay, governments have been leaving out. And nobody not telling what them are gone and what they're going to do and what they're going to do. Nobody knows. So it's like we live in a banana republic. These men are dictators. Them do what them feel like we don't do everything. Please.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to come together, man. We have to take it to the street. It's reached level now. We have to go take it to the street now.
My God.
We have to take it to the street.
But don't you think the people are sitting and waiting too late to take it to the streets?
Waiting too long, because what Andrew Wallace did, Andrew Wallace now went do. Him try something and see how the people react. And if not, she actually should a little further till they implement what they want to implement.
That is
and
it.
And if you don't realize, this man is a narcissist, an evil dictator.
Mighty God. Mm-mm. So him going to have to bow. Him going to have to bow to the Americas. And then it seems as if him don't want to leave the Chinese. So what's going to happen? So it's a lose-lose for Jamaica.
It cannot be a win. Oh, it can't be a win.
Mm-hmm.
Up to now, we don't know what the real purpose of the US in visiting to Jamaica,
Yeah, that's it.
The president come out and said to the country, this is what took place. But if you have secret meetings and your country don't, and your people in the country don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You must come and talk to people, Guyana, come out and speak to their country.
I rate them, not rate the people. I rate them, not rate we. They don't see us as nothing. It seems as if we're working for them.
Right, and they are the one working for us.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need to get our Jamaica back. And this is not a PMP thing, not a JLP thing. We're talking about Jamaican.
Yeah.
Jamaican. If you are real and true Jamaica, we're talking about this our country. We can't have the biggest hospital in Jamaica where more infected, we're not operating, theater not working, and then I government I come out and tell us, and a government senator I come out and I tell us, man, I've been political.
Mm-hmm.
That means them not keep up people's lives.
Mm-mm. Not at all. Not at all, my brother.
Never give up people life. So we have to put a stop to all these things. These things
People have the power to do that, yeah.
So we have. So I want to see when what else this man are gonna do to us, and we have to sit down and take it same way.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my 2 cents. Never said.
Thank you for calling, my brother. Thank you for your input. Very solid arguments, very solid points. Blessings. Have a blessed day. I seen somebody else was calling. You can go ahead and call back. Serious times ahead, my Jamaican people. Blessed morning, my caller, Miss Winnie. How you doing?
Good morning.
You're live.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm all right.
No, listen. Andrew is afraid of Mark Golding to win. Andrew cannot afford to lose and to start trouble. I'm just asking the PNP, do not do anything to give him the opportunity to say, oh, he's going to call out the army or the police or whatever. Andrew is afraid, he's wicked, he's dangerous, and we got to keep an eye on that man. Yeah?
My God.
Andrew is afraid because when he see the meeting that are hold, you know, like the political meeting, he's scared, especially the last meeting.
With Stacey Knight?
The arrows in him.
The meeting with Stacey Knight you're talking about?
Oh, my God. River come running down. And every meeting we have is packed. But this one was extra packed. And he put the fear in him. And the GG is on Andrew's side. He's not neutral. He's on one side, he's on Andrew's side.
So you think that when September comes, he should dissolve, or he can step in now and dissolve the parliament and call the election?
He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. I cannot say because I don't have no money to be sued for.
My God.
But
don't make them sue you, Miss Winnie.
Me, honest to God, I'd rather go to prison than give him a cent. You understand? Let me tell you.
God.
Andrew is a coward. He's a two-faced. He's a liar. He's a serpent.
My God.
He do not care for the ordinary Jamaican. He only care for them to vote for him. And now he knows he lost because did you see some places where the people go to register? It was like the river come running down.
Yes. Packed.
And that's what, oh my God. A friend sent me she went to 2 different places and she could not get into it, but she finally did.
Yeah.
Can you imagine people turning up at 5 o'clock to get to vote, to put up their name?
To be on the voters list, yes.
And that's what make Andrew belly burning him. He and his wife and Ross, they are going to lose big time. I give them 63. I give him a clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Yes. Andrew, I don't think he will lose his own seat. And he knows it. Anyway, my darling, happy belated birthday again to you.
Thank you so
much. And God
much.
keep you safe, okay? And
all
to
right.
all the moderators, bless.
Thank you, Miss Winnie. Same to you. Have a good day. Well, it's only here from Miss Winnie. Once we're live, you know Miss Winnie I go call in and drop fair like a 2 cents in. I'm seeing some saying that, you know, peaceful protests. Another set saying, don't take to the streets, stay in, lock down the country for a week. That can work as well. My God. Blessings to all those who just joined in the live. Sean Overcomer says our biggest problem is the citizens. As some of we make them babes so for true. I have to agree with you right there. He says this could have never happened in Mexico or Bangladesh. My God. Chelsea says criminal Andrew Holness is all about himself and his cronies. Everyone else is screwed. My God. We have to ball out. We have to take a stance. We have to stand united. Well-thinking Jamaicans. We have to stand united. How will our people afford goods and services now? This is gonna affect Jamaica drastically. And the powers that be, all they do is scrape, 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 and more scrapings. Chop, 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 and more chopping. They're sitting and watching our country collapse. And every time the truth comes out and our people are made aware, our people's eyes have been opened a little bit more. Them send out a senator. Them send out somebody to refute whatever is being said. I seen Mr. Jeffrey Tavares outlining on a live program yesterday that they're calling after Jesse James Clark. Come make with Jamaican people know say coliform germs, bacteria, fecal coliform in our water. High levels. Both in the urban and in the rural areas. Them run out, them say him a liar. He came on a People's National Party press conference and him come with the proof. The very same proof was taken from the NWC. And they're running out. Saying that Jesse James Clark must resign. Who them? Who is them to say that Jesse James Clark? And I'll know when I hear nobody from the government come out and say, all right, nation, you boil the water before drinking, or you do this or you do that. They're calling on Jesse James Clark to resign. And there's so much dirt in that party where if not all on the government side must resign, I don't know who else will resign. The head of the stream is not clean. So how them feel like them have the authority? Or what kind of audacity them have? Look like Chichi eat out for them brain or something. Not right upstairs. I wonder for the water, as Mr. Panton stated. Cause look like so when time them going at the parliament, them behave erratic, them behave so boisterous, them behave like some little pitney 2-3-year-old toddler. I saw them behave. And they don't see or hear what the people are feeling on the ground. Or them see and them hearing about a care them not care. A care them not care. This cannot be real. This cannot be true. We have a prime minister who is uncertified, but they're calling for a whistleblower as a Jesse James Clark to resign. They're calling for a Andrew Swaby to resign. They're calling for Dayton Campbell to resign, and Dayton Campbell is not on any Dayton Campbell is not a member of parliament. And we have a prime minister who is taking our integrity commission to court because he is unwilling to hand over vital information as it pertains to his expenses. We have a prime minister who is suing the state, and they're calling for a Jesse James Clark, a Andrew Swebe, a Dayton Campbell. But because they see that they cannot contain and they cannot muzzle Dayton Campbell, that is why they have running belly. That is why they are behaving in the manner in which they are behaving. But Dayton is so frank and blunt and straightforward. He might go bring it to them and put it to them at every cost and at every level. And that is what they cannot contain. ABR family, this general election, well-thinking Jamaicans, you cannot make an error. You cannot make any mistake. They're saying it's the battle for the truth, but yet still they come to our people with lies upon lies upon lies. They're saying a battle for the mind. We are not battling for your mind. A God's supposed to control your mind. No mankind is supposed to battle for the mind. But as I stated, y'all cannot make any mistake coming this general election. You cannot make any blunder. Same like how you give Andrew Holness a chance back then, and he has failed miserably. Ministers on the government side have failed miserably. And don't say you not give Andrew Holness on a vote, but yet still you go and vote for another government MP. When you vote for them same way, you still give Andrew Holness that vote. A time now for vote for honesty, openness, truthfulness, integrity. A time now for stop sell votes for a plate of food and one little chum change. Because where them are going a chum change compared to where them are chop. ABR family, let this be a warning. Let this be a warning. We don't want no war and strife in this election. We're not about that. That is not the message that we're pushing, where we see some of the senators on the government side sending out threats, talking about blood on the back of the Jamaican people and what kind of garbage them talk out of their mouth. Trying to incite violence. We're not about that. So we see the road where them a try for go down pan. Because them feel like say them can withhold with election from we. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. We are not gonna sit and stand for that. We need this Governor General to step in. Dissolve the parliament and call this general election. It should not be left up to this Prime Minister who has many clouds hanging over his head. It should not be left to this Prime Minister who is heading into a court battle, into a trial with our Integrity Commission. It should not be left to none of these government MPs and ministers because they have not signed the Integrity Commission's Code of Conduct. They're not about openness. They're not about fairness. They're not about accountability. And they're certainly not about integrity. Every other department, when you're under investigation, you have to be removed. You have to recuse yourself. He's standing up like Jamaica belongs to him. He's standing up. He does not want to move. Well-thinking Jamaicans, you have to move him with your finger. You have to move him. Y'all have to go out. This coming general election. The time has come where our people don't want to be in the dark anymore. We don't want to hear said non-disclosure agreement here, there, and everywhere. We don't want to hear that a Gagada is on a minister and they cannot come and give us the truth. We don't want to hear that sweetheart deals are being done because of them friends and them combo law. We don't want to hear say Tom Jones because him come from Narbrook and him up in a Beverly Hills. Rubbing shoulder with the elites and with the politicians as to why he's not paying taxes. That's depriving our schools from giving our children a meal per day. But yet still, a politician can get travel allowance. A politician can get meal allowance. We want better. 2025, we should have been far ahead. The blame game and the blame shifting not working. Successive governments must come and pick up whatever was left off or whatever was not done via the previous administration. Blessed morning, my family. You're live on the ABR show.
Blessed Anita. How are you doing? You're doing a great job, man.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Anyway, I'm talking on this first. You know, Anita, when I used to go to school, my classmates and I used to have a thing where we were talking about Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus, we used to say Christopher Columbus wasn't out searching for land. His wife left him and he tricked Isabella to get 3 ships. And he take off on his voyage. Now, Christopher is our Christopher Columbus.
My God.
He said he found land already. So that we get out of the way. So what is voyages for now? What is he out searching for now? He tricked the government for 30 million. Just like Columbus. It's in the range of 30 million and three ships. Now, when you check it out, what is voyages on now? What kind of voyage is he on now?
That's what we're asking.
Now, look at the hospital. Now, I'm calling out Labourites. Please, Labourites, you need to stand up. This hospital is about us. We don't have the luxury of a 20-tweet. We don't have the luxury of getting up and flying out to Miami to hospital.
True.
There must be something that we can stand up for. We know you might be dieted. You might not want to vote for someone else. But it's okay. Stand up for something. This you need to stand up for. This is about your health. This is not about partism now. This is about your health. Not only PNP gets sick.
True.
Labor
Keep talking, I'm coming.
Too. We all go to the hospital. Now, if you have cancer and going to those toxic mold, your cancer will be blown up in rapid pace. It is as bad as you can think. It will need to go out and call them out on it, Labourites. Call them out and call in on you, Labourites. You are the one need to call out these people on this. Now, I used to work for a company in the States. It's named Guiding Eyes for the Blind. These are people who bred and raise dogs and train them for walking blind people. Now, if inspector goes to the kennel and see just a spot of mold, they would lock down the facility. And not just lock down the facility, heads would roll. This is to show you the level of care other nation gives to dog compared to the level of care our health official give to us
Humans.
as people in Jamaica.
True.
It is as bad as you can think it is. Now, in America, if you have an apartment and the building department comes and see you have mold in the apartment, they shut it down.
Definitely.
The landlord would have to rent a place, put you until that mold is clear, and they check and inspect them before they can let you back into that building.
True.
So this is as dangerous as it's come. Water. The water system, I remember when my daughter was like about 28 years ago. I take my daughter to the beach up in Connecticut. The Long Island Sound, you know, they have the sewage system that they treat the water and they pump it out back in the sea. Now, the water is being checked all the time. And if it goes, the alarm goes off. And it's just above the level of it. They lock down the beaches, lock it down. People can't go on the beach. Period. So that's how dangerous these things are. And these people don't show the level of care for people.
My God.
It is bad. And this one I'll call out Labourite to go out and stand up as Jamaican and as people, as well-thinking people to go out and call them out.
Definitely.
I don't care if you want to go back tomorrow and vote for them, but call them out. Call them out is how dangerous this is. A mold in the hospital. People go there for surgery. You have open wound inside the hospital. This is dangerous.
Very dangerous. Crisis, yeah.
So that's what I hope Mr. Tuft can find his wife if that's what he's out searching for, because I don't understand what the void is. Mr. Jamaica Christopher Columbus, I'm talking.
Mighty God. All right, thank you for calling. Bless up yourself.
Yes, sister.
All right. What is Christopherton out there looking for? This caller says, what is his voyage? Christopher and Christopher. My God. This need whole heap of balling out. We have to ball out. We can't silent.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, 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 yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out.
And as the caller stated, Labourites, well-thinking Labourites, and a PNP alone is gonna be affected with this crisis in our healthcare system. And a PNP alone are gonna get sick. We're talking about Jamaicans, so let's stop look on it on a party level, on a political level, and stop talking about people that do it for political leverage. This is a crisis. This is a national emergency. How much are we have a visa for fly out? How much are we have money like that at our disposal to flew out and to fly out? Blessed morning, my sis. How you doing? Live on the ABR show?
Good morning, Miss Rose, and good morning, the people in your life. I won't be long because I'm at work.
Okay.
I just want that these things, whatever what these Labourites are doing is wrong. I knew they wasn't gonna call the election. You know why? I'm watching this keenly. It's the moment we see what happened in Parliament yesterday. They wanted to make the Portmore into a parish before they call the election. You understand?
Yes.
I mean, and then if you notice Juliet attitude, if you notice her voice, yes, I mean, they're scared, they're afraid. Yes, I mean, she's given the EOJ until what you say, May?
Yes.
The 31st, and because the EOJ rejected it, because they're planning real hard. The EOJ rejected it. So what they did now, after the second parliament, they sent out this woman will love to smile, and they say a person that likes smile, they are evil. You understand? I mean, to come now with the constitution, come talking about election doesn't due in September. That is bullcrap. Election due this year. They're supposed to call the election, but I am wondering if Mark Golden can take them to court. And then the next question again. What kind of governor general do we have in Jamaica now?
Good
I am
question.
66 now, and before it wasn't like this. What kind of governor general is that? He's siding with these Labourites because Andrew give you so much razor pay. It is wrong. Do your job, it is wrong. He can call the election too.
Yeah.
But because Andrew have him name packet, if you notice. You understand what I mean? And then why was the AG sitting in the parliament yesterday? These people are very corrupt.
Mighty God. The same
Very
AG
corrupt,
with the
corrupt.
Prime Minister, so.
Very, very corrupt. And look again, look at this now. Look at this now. She's putting it out there, Malaford is putting it out there so the public can know, say, I know September because they have their plan to push back the election. Probably they push it back to December. I don't know, but it can never be 2 years' time.
No,
way,
it cannot be 2 years' time unless they're planning something. Unless they're planning to trigger off some war or some man-made.
They're planning something. That's what they do all the time.
The latest they can push it back to is December. It would have been the 3 months.
That's why I'm night and I think. Only time they can push it back is to December, November, December. But they cannot go into next year, 2 years' time. They have to call the election. Yes, I mean, he think that he's going to lose.
Remember, him call it in a pandemic, you know. Him call it in a COVID, you know.
Exactly. So why don't? Because him know that he's not going to win. Because he just give them the $10,000 or whatever. He need to call the election. He know that he's going to lose. They know. They all know. That's why he's trying to make Portmore into a parish. It would never happen. And because of what happened in the parliament yesterday, that's why she comes out now talking about election is not in September. That's just bullcrap. He answered to me, who are these people? I must ask. Do they own Jamaica? These people own Jamaica? They need to let go of the country. It's a very small country. They need to let go of the country. And again, what was the conversation about with Marco Rubio and Andrew Owens? We have the worst prime minister in Jamaica ever. He gonna kill us off. Not because I don't live in Jamaica right now, but I'm concerned because that's my home. When America sing, because America go down, you know, that's where I have to go. That's where I have my house. That's why I'm not selling my house. Yes, that's what I mean, because America gonna go down. Enough people do not know their history. Because all of these tariff caused war. What did you think caused World War II? Tariff. And this will be a World War III. It's not
good. Man, they might trigger off something, man. Something.
Enough people don't read, they don't do research, so they don't understand how these things work. And these Labourites, I don't understand them. I heard a man came on Andre, I won't be long, Andre program last night. He sound like him never go to school for him born.
Mighty God.
I don't know if you was listening to him. Andre asked him some question, he couldn't even answer. He sounds like he living far in the country part. And he sounds like he never go to school when he was born. Because him sounds so dumb. Andre asked him 5 questions and he agreed, but yet him cannot explain what have the JLP done. Yes, I mean, just 5 things. Explain what have they done.
He cannot, but he coming to attack the young man. Tell him about the young man talking about jail fee all the time. Of course, that's what it's supposed to be. And if PNP do bad, we're going to talk about them all the time.
Same, sir. Yes.
Because one thing with PNP, we don't keep up with no foolishness.
Same, sir. Thank you very much. Same, sir.
JLP wicked, them I bring back the 80s because I never forget, I am 66 now and I never forget I was in my 30s at that time. I don't know how I reached over. I was living, come my mother have a house in Nannyville. That's where we came from before I bought my house in Greater Portmore. You understand what I mean? You know them long time. You understand what I mean? And I never forget, Chiago led a team of some men. I'll never forget, I'll know it in my head. They were all in a red polo t-shirt and khaki pants. And believe you me, that time M16 was just come out. And they shoot up the whole Nannyville. And look here, it's the first I shot ever of mine and whistle. I hear a shot whistle. Wee! And look here, I don't know because I just open the gate to walk up the road. And I have like a basic school over there. When I look up, the amount of man over the basic school in a red shirt and khaki, I mean, wee! All I could do was fly over the gate. It's like that, just lift me up and throw me over back the fence.
My
and I run
God.
around the back, I run to my mother's house and lock it door. And tell my mother them so go on and eat the bed. And my sister and brother them.
In
I
the
never forget
80s.
these people are evil. That the 80s, them shoot up the whole place. What's going on? When I want to shoot up the whole place. And this Labourite coming talking about PNP. The other one burned down Evening Tide home. The Labourite, them wicked. So I am saying now, I am thinking what this Prime Minister up to. He's up to something. And what he's up to is not good. We can't decide to now leg off of Jamaica.
Too much secrecy. We're in the dark.
Exactly. Too much secrecy now leg off of Jamaica. And you know, so them do again. They change SSL name, paint over the building. Them have them plan. It's fighting hard. So Jamaica, after go down and pray, I don't know what happened to them. All them churches in Jamaica, why them not pray and fast and come out and lead a march, man? What happened?
My
He's
God.
planning something dangerous. And people them have to stand up and afraid because it have a bad for them if they don't stand up to this man, you know?
United we stand.
Election. He's not the election, he's planning things to put things in place first. When you see turn to film where that's the time I'm gonna probably call it. But now go turn to film where them could have keep all them or see how long them go stay on.
Definitely, they have to call it this year. Is that snap something? They might try to call something snap.
Exactly. I think that's what he's trying to do, call a snap election. That's what I think he's gonna do. But PNP have to have them eye open and draw wicked and evil.
My God.
Everyone can take down that demon there. It is a strong word, but trust me, me not like the man.
My God.
Because in evil, him have evil intention and him do not like Jamaica people. Look on tough that now. Him is a yes man. You send on the Cuban name, but no, you all over the place. I look for doctor and nurses. What can go so?
What can go so?
What can go so? And these people, call Labourite, now see them something they call out them Prime Minister. That's why I'm behave so because them are defending because them are eat them stupid. It not affect only PNP, it affect the whole country, though.
Definitely. Definitely.
There's some bunch of want to put in a barrel and roll and precipitate all of them. They are stupid. A small country like that. A small country like this, these things should never be happening.
So true.
What them do? Them thief up the money. That's the problem, you know. Corruption is one thing when we mash up a country, you know.
Definitely.
Corruption, you know.
Steals from every sector. It takes away from every sector.
Exactly. Andrew neck in a deep water, so he can't let go. He must try harder fight in life. It's like when you have fight for your life and I try to hold up on a straw. Because if John man hold up on a straw, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because there's more things for dig up on him, you know. You think him easy, see him, just looking at the picture.
Yeah.
He's dangerous. He's a dangerous man.
They say a picture gives 1,000 words.
May I tell you? Look on him, you see me afraid.
My God.
He's threatening. Even when Marco Rubio come there, he's threatening. It's like he's trembling. And what did the man sign? Because he just step up and just sign a document that he don't even read. Because he knew what was there already. And then as a prime minister, you don't come out and have a briefing and tell the people them what is going on.
All other nations did that, except
All
him.
other nations did that.
My
And you work
God.
for we. You work with Jamaican people. And them pay you. Because me their friend, me pay land tax on my own same way. When me send money, go give me every day. I just see me, I go them at work. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Me I pay tax same way. This thing, something have to be done. We have to pray for God, move him out. I pray for God, kill him, put it away there.
My
Anything
God.
God, the way God choose.
Or democracy is at risk.
The man, the man I rule with an iron fist. He don't love Jamaica. He don't love the people them. Let the Labourite them think him love them, make a sad mistake. He might try to protect himself from going to prison, he might fight hard for him life because I'm in a deep waters. Come out, I come tell Hussein about condolence with the oh shit.
My God.
I don't come tell a man about the money. Eh?
Serious times ahead.
These things are serious enough. Enough people don't even see what is going on. I don't know what is wrong with them. We take back our country. That's why I love Mark Stewart. We take back our country. We take back our country. Them are wicked. Because no, when I hear this yesterday, the Constitution lady, whatever, I speak, I say, wait there. I knew these people have something up their sleeve. Why is she speaking like that?
She can't talk,
they're trying to push back the election. Why
she have her mouth to talk.
like
She
that?
can't talk.
So me I go really sit them, I go come in a parliament today and try to cook up some we call it something and pass in the election. Why do you think him not set the date? Huh? Probably them try to do some bullshit. But
them probably waiting down to the very last. I'm gonna do a little research to see when the first sitting, because she's speaking about the first sitting. I have the information from the Constitution. And so they're saying it's not from the election, it's from the first sitting. Someone go see a winner the first sitting in a parliament. Because whether or not the parliament will be dissolved, the election has to be called. You know why you're nothing from she?
It has to be called. And Jamaica people have to go out there. Because Andrew feel like say, yes, I mean the people them free to go. Yes, it seems like them free to go to demonstrate. But are them right? All them have to do, I can't talk the police them so them get protection or whatever. Because this is bullshit. Them people that keep up. In Jamaica. Foolishness. They want to hold on the country because they have so much infrastructure built up for themselves.
And
they want to hold on all of them too. You understand me? So they might fight hard. You don't listen to the speaker yesterday in our voice. You don't listen to her voice. It's like she's scared. She's trembling and talking. When people talking like that, they're nervous. I don't know if
I heard a little part of it when she was talking to Julian. But I didn't,
She's nervous. She's nervous because she them know them are doing wrong. And because EOJ reject them now, they come with this. They say no cheat. They come talk bullshit about the election in September.
She can't talk, as I say, but we will not be distracted. We're not gonna sit down and let them trattle along and not call our election. It's not gonna work. So bless up yourself, my sis.
All right, my sister.
And thank you for calling. Big up yourself every time.
You too. God bless you.
All right, God bless. So, as I stated, we're not gonna allow them to do as they please and to come and use our Constitution when it suits them. I'm wrapping up the program now. I believe the renegade has started. When you can run, go over there. The man in the wilderness. Run, go over them platform and subscribe to them if you're not subscribed. And follow the movement too. And thanks for the continued support from each and every one. This is where I sign off right now. Big up yourself, Bull. Big up to all the moderators. Karen, UB, everybody will join the live. All those who participated. Make we talk. Bless up yourself. Hot off the press. All the other platforms. Bull, Aromatic, Mystic Sensation, Sir Rattigan himself on Reason with Rattigan. Talk your mind. And all the other platforms that are out there standing up and giving us the reality of what's taking place in our country. Standing and fighting for a cause, for a better Jamaica, not only for us, but for our children and grandchildren to come. Big up yourself, Anointed One. Everybody, all my silent watchers, those who participated in the live chat, big up on yourself just the same. Thanks for the support. You know me, I have to go and play out some music in the last segment here. For those who want to donate to the channel, you can feel free to do so by blessing up the super chat, super thanks. I'm about to pin my Zelle here for those who want to donate through the Zelle. Y'all can do so. And thanks again for all the birthday wishes. Me say me get over 500 birthday wishes yesterday. Thanks to everyone who supports this movement. Big up again to my members, Angela and Yvonne Wallace. Y'all can join the membership too, you know. I'm gonna put the member link in the live chat.
When it comes out, send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send him up. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send him up. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse. Reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if a the prime minister.
Big up yourself, Barbara Finley.
When it comes out, send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send him up. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send him up. Turn, reverse the curse. Reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse, reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow. Anywhere he come from, send him up. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send him up. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if a the prime minister, send him up, send him up. Every evil arrow. Anywhere he come from, send him up. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send him up. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if a the prime minister, Rasta.
Big up yourself, Grace Reed. Big up to Juliet Lynch. Big up to everybody. This is where I say peace and blessings, and the word is love. Big up on yourself. One love.